Okay, you guys. Oh, man. Woo! What is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Toriko, chapter 274 review. Now, this week's chapter, first of all, if you haven't seen the live reaction, here it is. Now, before we get started, alright, I do want to give big ups to my boy Everything One Piece, who actually informed me that the head on the wheel, alright, like the head on the wheel dude, is actually a reference to something in Japanese mythology, entity known as One Yoro. And One Yoro, apparently there's like, he's a spirit of some kind who is basically, he guards like the gates of hell, something along those lines. And One Yoro, because One Yoro can move in between the afterlife and the real world, sometimes people's spirits can be stolen by One Yoro and they get dragged to hell. I did some brief research, meaning Wikipedia. So it was fascinating how Mitsutoshi in this chapter actually made like this huge monolithic head dude, and how the smoke dragged Toriko and Coco in the same fashion of the legends of One Yoro, meaning dragged to hell. But in this case, it is the real mist. And I don't know what kind of reference the real mist has in comparison to hell, but it is a place where imagination can become reality. And all you have to do is believe, alright? Believe in the unbelievable. Do the impossible. See the invisible. So, very fascinating. Very fascinating. But that being said, overall, I do want to give, again, props to my boy Everything One Piece, who informed me of this about a few hours ago. 3 hours, give or take. Now, that being said, let me move on. First of all, I do want to give props to Sonny. Sonny in this chapter actually does this technique called remote hair. And this, of course, has ties to what he did during the Cooking Island arc, where he was actually able to manipulate the hair that was cut away from his body. And excuse me, I'm sick. Or I'm kind of sick. I'm better, but I'm on one take mode right now, so you guys get what you get. But again, he did something along the lines of this remote hair, or controlling hair that wasn't directly attached to his body, to his head. And he did that when he was fighting against Tommy Rod. So we actually see, and by the way, it was actually during that fight, it was very difficult for him to actually control that hair, the hair that was away from his body. However, in this chapter, we see Sonny, and he's actually able to do it to such a degree where he can now sense where the hair that was once on his head, where it has gone now. So he apparently, to my recollection, he attached some hair to Coco and to Toriko. And he was actually trying to sense where they were via that hair that he put on them. But at the end of the chapter, he couldn't, well, either there was something wrong, there was something amiss. And we don't know what it was exactly, but the fact of the matter remains is that Sonny could sense you if he leaves a strand of hair on you. That simple. So props to Sonny, because it does show his growth when it comes to his ability. Now, Zebra didn't do much at all. I mean, he tried to attack the One Yodo thing. Because I don't know if that guy was actually real or not. But then well, the guy was probably real, but at the same time fake. It depends on if you believe it or not. So if you believe that it's real, it's real. If you don't believe it's not real, then it's fake. That simple. So it's very simple, but at the same time, it's kind of hard. Now, when it comes to Quinn, because I want to talk about Quinn for like a few minutes here. What throws me off, okay, is that Quinn had several sections of her body eaten by the torpedo sausage. This throws me off immensely. Why? Well, first of all, we seen Quinn, Kiss, and Terry training, and they can actually perform an Emperor's Ring. They can actually perform an Emperor's Ring. This means that they're not bitches. They're not slackers. And Quinn was actually very impressive when it came to not only being able to reach the ground that she was able to reach the platform that they fell off from, but also she was able to actually lift up the entire mass of the octopus melon, as well as her friends, and so on and so forth. So a lot of props to Quinn. But the fact that she had several parts of her body eaten by creatures that had capture levels of around 195 throws me the fuck off. It does. I would assume, because there was another creature in this episode, in this chapter, the arm ran, something like that. It was a demon bird beast, right? And it's my thumbnail, like this disgusting looking dude. If that guy came in there and bit sections off of Quinn, I can understand that. But below 200? It throws me off. It really does. I can't deny that. So I'm going to give a lot of props to, of course, her for being able to, again, hold up and reach the platform and hold up the entire mass. But Quinn clearly needs a lot of work if she's being damaged by cap levels of 195. We're in the gourmet world. Battles. Oh. Well, no. Let me not go up to the battle of here. Even like the smaller ones, like the giant armored rhino, 900 capture level. The one demon beast that could topple over volcanoes, 1,000. Fight Castle Dwell Tunfan. Oh my god. Like, she's not there yet. That's very obvious. That's very obvious. So, if that is the way she is right now, her level, if she can be injured around those guys, if she can be injured by guys who are around that level, then that means that Terry and Kiss probably are on that same level as well. I'm not saying that they can't compete with the 200 plus cats. I'm just saying that attacks from those 200 and less shouldn't phase them, especially when they can make an Emperor's Ring. I'm just saying. Now let me continue. Woo! I am fucking exhausted. Oh, when it comes to the frog guy, and I don't know what's going on there, man. It's just weird. Like the whole frog dude scenario and like what he's about. Again, my assumption here is that this person is somehow related to Ichiryu. That's my assumption, but I could be wrong. Completely wrong. It could be just a guy fucking with them. I don't know. But it's a frog that walks bipedal, whatever, however you want to go about that sentence structuring. And at the same time, this frog can speak human tongue well. What is up with this frog? No, seriously, like this frog is pretty weird. Frog guy. So right now, Toriko and Coco are actually in a very odd predicament. Though I do like the fact that when it came to the overall group mentality, you have Zebra and you have Sonny pick up immediately on what to do, on how they shouldn't go after them because they're going further into the gourmet world. And again, this island is just the outskirts. And the simple fact here is that they wanted to avoid being wiped out because there are going to be a lot more powerful creatures than these cats. That's for sure. That's for sure. So, that being said, overall, the chapter rating, I thought was overall a good chapter. I did. I like the torpedo sausage. I like the arm, whatever it is. I like this, like, I like the representation of the one Yodel. I like it a lot. And we do get greater insight into where probably Quinn, Terry, and Kiss lie, capture level wise, as well as seeing Sonny incorporate something that took a lot of difficulty in the previous arc, with ease in this arc. So overall, very fascinating. Frog Dude, there's still a lot of mystery. So I can't say much about him because there's still a lot of mystery. There's still a giant veil over him. But this is clearly the Gourmet World. This is clearly the Gourmet World. Like, there are no ifs, ands, or buts. There are no doubts. This is what it is. So, King Lightning, the chapter overall, I'm going to give it a good plus. And I will see you guys later. Rate the video. Comment, subscribe as always. I can now finally edit my videos and go to bed. Peace. Have a nice day.